Hey everyone, Bill and Stacey here.
Of Stacey and Bill's Adventures.
Yay!
Well, you're probably wondering, where have Stacey and Bill been and what's been going on with them, because we haven't had a video in a while.
Yes.
And we're here to explain all that to you now.
Yes, we had a rough mid to end of the year of 2021. We started a trip. We were headed out to Colorado. Bill was driving out to Colorado and staying at a resort where we have some timeshares that were left to us, and it's a use it or lose it. So he drove out to see a friend, stayed a week at the resort, and he was going to pick me up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, while I was visiting my brother. And we were taking about 10 days to drive back and explore and camp on the way back.
Unfortunately, what ended up happening on that trip was I fell and I hurt my back really bad. I ended up having to drive straight home from Colorado. So Stacey still went to Albuquerque, but just flew home so she could see her brother. And long story short, I spent about 2 months of pretty bad pain and having to see doctors and potentially going into surgery to try and fuse some things in my back. I have a degenerative disc disease thing going on, and there was some major pain in there. It took me months to recuperate from that. By the time that was over, we had canceled a few of our other trips that we had made, and we all ended up with that lovely virus, our entire family. So we spent about 6 weeks of that just miserable and blah. And yeah, that was the end of our 2021, and we just finally have come into 2022 and are looking at this with a whole new lens set, in a sense. And we have just started to do some planning. And again, we were left those timeshare opportunities. So it's a little different than driving and camping. But we are driving and we are stopping and doing mini camps and then going to these resorts just until they're all used up. We just did a trip to Virginia, which we will be putting some future videos out here in the next week or so. And we really enjoyed that trip. It was very fun, and Stacey went on some wonderful hikes out there. And we have an upcoming trip to Tennessee planned, as well as I'm looking around the Branson area for maybe midsummer, May, June. We also have an M22 meetup in Michigan. It's in Merrill, Michigan. Lake of the Dreams, I believe, is the campground.
I believe it is, yep.
And that's a nice gathering of people from YouTube and just anybody that wants to come be part of that group and just hang out. You don't have to have a YouTube channel or anything.
Not at
but
all.
M22 is going to be fun, and that's in September. So we can even put some links in the description below under there. And we do have some local places. Now, Stacey works for the reservation as a reservation agent. So if you're calling to try and get camping in some of the major cities or states like Michigan, Wisconsin,
Washington, and Tacoma Power Park, you might get me.
You might get Stacey as your reservation agent. We get some chances to go out and do some camping. They even offer that to us free in a couple times a year, right?
Yes.
So we will be definitely getting out there. We're excited. We bought a new tent that we just we want to kind of show. It's one of the clamshells that pops up really fast and easy. We absolutely loved it. We used it last year at M21. You know, we only got to use it for a day there, but it was really fun. It was really easy to set up. Can't wait to show everybody that.
Yes.
I've gotten a couple opportunities where companies have written to us and asked us to review something. I do have a future 1,000-watt battery that I'm going to review. I'm very excited about it. I've been playing with it for a couple of months now. So I'm going to put out a little review on that and just share what they've given to us with everybody out there as to what my opinions are of it. And so far, it's all been good. And let's see, for 2022, like I said, we've got some of those other things planned to go to and to do.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it and excited. And I'm hoping 2022 is a better year for all of us.
It will be.
And we want to get some more camping in. And once the whole timeshare stuff has come and gone, we'll be making those 3 to 5 day trips where we're using the van for camping.
Yes.
We don't live in the van or anything, but I certainly want to get out there, and I want to encourage everybody to get out there and just do it. You know, you take what you take, you have what you have, and you make it work.
Absolutely.
That's our philosophy.
The clamshell, I'm really excited to do. I wanted to do a review for it, but I had shoulder surgery at the end of the year as well. So that put me out of commission for a couple of months.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks of recovery, and you're still healing up.
Yeah, and that was just after we got back from the M21 meetup. So my shoulder wasn't feeling so fantastic. I I wasn't so graceful doing the clamshell, but I can do it by myself. So I'm super excited to show you how easy that is.
Yeah, and it's super fast.
Yeah.
Now that's my kind of tent. Let me tell you, I've had tents. We actually had a tent that we gave to a neighbor. It had the poles and all the, there was a whole instruction sheet, and you'd have to lay it all out for the lengths and figure out what goes where. I hated it. I hated it.
Yes.
The clam is the way to go. Let me tell you guys, it's the way to go.
It is.
I love it. And we bought the really big one because I'm tall. I'm 6'6", so I wanted that extra headroom in there. But they make smaller ones too, so don't be afraid by the size.
Yeah, we actually used it on our back deck as well to enjoy our back deck. So it is versatile.
Yep.
It's fantastic, and like I said, super, super easy. So can't wait to show you guys that.
And hoping to see some of these state parks, because Stacey has all these opportunities and can jump into the system and find us, gosh, whenever she can find an opening, because it's very hard for, it's not like we get first or preferential treatment on a choice. It's just what's available.
I have a little bit more resources to search them out, to watch for them. We found a gem here locally about a half hour from here. There's a particular site.
Don't say.
I won't say where. But
we'll
it was beautiful. So we will definitely be booking that site. I've got it kind of as a pre-watch for me in the new system that we have. And we'll be heading back there and doing a review. It's a beautiful, beautiful site.
Another thing we've been kind of looking at and talking about and dabbling into is the potential of possibly getting a very small pop-up. I wouldn't mind a trailer, but I want something I could put in the garage and not have to pay storage fees for. Right. So if I can get a very small pop-up that I can take on solo trips or for it's generally Stacey and I. Yeah. So just enough room to have sleeping quarters and a little more room than the van to move around in. Mm-hmm. We've changed that van layout like 5 times now. Every time we go, it changes. We find we take too much stuff sometimes. It's just simpler to take the things you do use and leave home the 30, 40, sometimes 50% of what we took that we thought we needed, and we're finding out on these trips. So it's an evolving situation where it always changes. So we may even do like a spring, summer van revision tour of our no-build van. And down the road, maybe we'll find an old pop-up that we can do some series of cleaning it up, restoring it, making it, look good, and take us on a couple little camping trips that are dedicated to the campground.
Yes, absolutely.
So definitely stick around with us and watch what's coming. And we're hoping to have a really great 2022, and we hope you all do too.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
And stick around, and we'll see you on the next one.